Hi, this is Dan Triplett, and I'm going to show off the game that I created for my human-centered design class. First, before I do that, I just want to talk about how I addressed the issues that were coming up. There was one minor thing about somebody was commenting that they didn't like that the gamepad couldn't control the UI. Unfortunately, as far as I can find, this hasn't been implemented into Unreal, so there's not really an easy way to do it. The forums had all kinds of programmers that were writing some pretty heavy code in C++ to get this to work, but since I'm not that guy, I'm an artist, I chose to skip it. It wasn't something that was essential, but it was something I definitely looked into. As far as control screen, that was kind of one of the big things. People thought the control screen was kind of busy, so I went ahead and added a vignette to the different quadrants to help the players focus, and I went ahead and took the one quadrant that didn't have control schemes in it, and I turned the background black. So that would make it so that that particular control scheme or that particular section was not drawing the person's eye as being a control scheme. The last issue, which was people were having a problem using the mouse because the thrust keys were all on the right side of the keyboard, so I went ahead and added a thrust key, forward and backward thrust key to the left side with the Z and X keys. So if you want to play with the mouse, you can now use Z and X, and I added that to the control scheme. Additional things that I did was try to make the wireframe stronger, so I added actual artwork for the rings instead of just like a red ring. I just had like a really simple geometry there before. I added a detailed texture to the asteroids for close-up encounters, so because you can fly right up to the asteroids, I wanted to have a additional detail texture so it doesn't lose fidelity when you get close to it. I also added a fracturing to the asteroids, so if you bump into them, they crack and break, and then they just start floating around, which is really cool. So the last thing was I created a new planet that looks more like Earth, because the one I had was somebody else's, and I wanted all the artwork to be my own. So I got rid of it and made a new planet. So let's go ahead and take a look. We'll actually take a look at the flying level first. I'm going to go ahead and launch a standalone game, and I can pull it in. And this isn't launching from the main menu, so I will actually start off by switching over to the main menu, and then we'll take it from the top like we normally would. So here, let me go ahead and just see if I can grab this thing. Looks like I have to actually get off of it so I can grab it from the outside. There we go. Alright, now we got it. So now we're at the main menu, and of course you can play the game. You have options. You can change the size. Go ahead and return, or of course you can quit the game. So I'm going to go ahead and play the game. So this is the changes I made to the UI. I changed this to black. I added a vignette so it helps focus, and then I forgot to mention I did put like numbers in here. I also changed the artwork to match the artwork in the game, and of course here's the thrust keys that I changed there. So let me hit continue. It goes into the game, and I'm actually playing with the mouse, so let's see how well I do here. Let's look at these asteroids. So as you get closer to the asteroids, they don't lose fidelity. They actually look nice and detailed. And then let's go ahead and give it a little bump here. Boom. Okay, I knocked into it. Uh-oh. There it is. Just in 360 there. So now it's fracturing, and you can fly all around it. And you could actually bump it again. It doesn't fracture anymore. But the pieces are physics-based pieces, and so they're still there, and they're just going to float around. So now you can just play the game. Nailing myself here. So the ship is physics-based too, so if you hit things, it does send you flying. So I can go ahead and up my rings. maybe bump into an asteroid for fun. Let's back it up. Now we can see the asteroid starting to break apart. And, oh, that's no fun. So they just kind of undulate around now, and they'll float around. And then, of course, here's the artwork for the rings. And then, of course, the menus. So hit exit, or escape, I should say. And you have the quit or resume. You could resume, hit escape again, quit, and you're back here. And then, of course, I can quit the game by just hitting that. So, everything in the game now is 100% mine. There's no artwork that was not done by me. So, yeah, this is, you can see all the textures kind of on the bottom there. And static meshes. If I can draw the screen up, there we go. So there's all the static, there's the old stuff, and some of the source content, but we're not using that anymore. Materials, and so like we have user interface, HUD stuff, and that's pretty much it. That's you know, it's a mixture of textures and models and blueprints and stuff like that. So thanks for watching this, and I hope you enjoyed this little show off thing here.